Hello everyone, my name is Lee Thomas. I am the author of Molly and the Bog Sprogs, a book which was released by Tiny Tree just about a month ago now, and has had some great feedback and people really seem to be enjoying it, and I'm going to read it for you today, and I hope you enjoy it too. So here we go. Okay. Molly is a monster. She goes to monster school. Her best friend is a werewolf. The school nurse is a ghoul. The dinner lady is a troll. The head's a deep sea creature. The caretakers are vampires, just like the PE teacher. Children often said to her, "You're really not that scary. You're not a monster, that's for sure. You look more like a fairy." But why does her hat rattle? And why's it got the shakes? Why don't you let us see your hair? Because it's made of snakes. Viper Vic and Mamba Mick, a rattlesnake called Rhonda. Next to that is Python Pat, then Stace the anaconda. How those snakes tormented her. They really were such thugs. They broke her toys and teased her friends. They filled her bed with slugs. But even though they drove her mad, they were her sisters really. And though she did not like to say, Molly loved them dearly. Every year at Monster School, they had a talent show, a chance to celebrate their skills and watch each other grow. My biggest talent, Molly says, is playing ukulele. Perhaps I'll win that contest by practicing it daily. But when she tried to practice, her snakes got in a tizzy, banging pots and bashing pans until she felt quite dizzy. She went to Wolf Boy Jack and said, "They're just a big distraction. I'll never win that contest unless I take some drastic action." "I can help you," he replied. "Please do not despair. I'll use my greatest talent. I'm wonderful with hair." That was when he grabbed the snakes. They began to buck and flail until he'd fashioned them into one massive ponytail. She was free to practice now. Her snakes were tightly bound. The talent contest started, but those naughty snakes unwound. Victor ate a microphone. Stacy broke a light. Mick and Pat stole witches' hats. Rhonda kissed a sprite. The judges held their scorecards up, noughts across the board. Molly bundled off the stage as every monster roared. The next year, Molly said to friends, "I will not cease my conquest. I'll find a way to beat those snakes and win that talent contest." She waited till they went to sleep and then she went to work. But when her strumming woke them, the snakes all went berserk. Molly sobbed to Cyclops Sam, "I cannot keep them quiet. Every time I go to play, they start to cause a riot." "I can help you," she replied, then fixed her with her glare. "I'll use my biggest talent, my strange hypnotic stare." "Look deep into my eyes," she said, then did a silly dance. The snakes began to waver till she had them in a trance. Molly was free to practice. Her snakes were truly drowsed. The show came round again, but then those tricksy snakes were roused. Pat clogged up a tuba. Rhonda stole a dummy. Stace and Mick gave Frank a lick. Vic unwound a mummy. The judges held their scorecards up, loads of ones and twos. Molly shuffled off the stage, staring at her shoes. The next year Molly grew a lot. She checked against her door, but where she grew an inch or two, the snakes had grown much more. Molly went to Tim the Sphinx. "They're massive," she said, sighing. "I'll never win that contest. It's pointless even trying." "What is your greatest talent? Think hard now," he declared. And with that she remembered the good times that they'd shared, like when she made them brownies, or let them splash in puddles, or helped them build a tree house, and they gave her lovely cuddles. When Molly gave herself to them, her snakes could be quite caring, and that was when it came to her, "My talent lies in sharing." So back to practice Molly went, but with a helping hand. This time around she asked the snakes to join her in a band. Victor played the keyboard, Pat on drums with Stace. Rhonda blew the saxophone with Mick on double bass. The judges lifted up their cards to show a perfect score. Molly's heart filled up with joy as the monsters cheered for more. So they won the competition and received a big award, but the snakes went and broke it when they used it as a sword. But even though they drove her mad, they were her sisters really, and though she did not like to say, Molly loved them dearly. Okay, there we go. That's Molly and the Bog Sprogs. I hope you enjoyed that, guys.